in a strange land. Verse 23. And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage. And they cried, and their cry came up unto the Most High by reason of the bondage. So many years have passed. This is what it's telling you is years have passed. The Pharaoh's dead. There's a new Pharaoh on the scene. You understand? That's this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 24.
It's like if I could. This what always kill me about when we as a people, love to claim Africa and Egypt because it won't like no democracy. It won't like you can get voted into power or some nonsense like Republican or Democrat. No, man, it was Pharaoh had a son, and that Pharaoh and that son became the next Pharaoh. So when everybody want to claim kings and queens, well, there was only one or two family lines that were ever kings and queens, man. Y'all going to claim being Africans, y'all gonna have somebody gonna have to be the peasants, man. Somebody gonna have to be the one that be sticking their head in the cows behind. Somebody got to claim them. Somebody gonna have to claim the ones that put the plate in the damn lip because there's only one or two royal family lines. You know what I mean? If you're gonna claim Africa now, claim y'all all your culture all together now. Claim the doo-doo eater too. You know what I'm saying? While as Israel, we'll claim because we're all princesses and princes of the power here, man. You know what I mean? We all are royal descent. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to claim that the Africans, the disgusting culture is? Anyway, man. You know what I mean? Compared to your own. You go on these records and you see how powerful and how beautiful your own culture is. Nothing is as magnificent. Nothing could even compare or come into comparison to what we have, man. You understand? It should leave a disdain taste on your mouth to even fathom trying to embrace and be of another culture, man. You understand? It's belittling of us, man. We are the royal family on this earth, man. You understand?
Verse 24. Salakia, verse 24 in the Hebrew. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 24 in the Hebrew. Waya Shemai Alahayim Af Na'akwatham Waya Zakar Alahayim Af Barayathwa Af Abraham Af Yatazakak Wa Af Yaikwab, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 25. Wayara'ah Alahayim Af Banya Yasha Allah Wayadai Alahayim. Next chapter. Come on. Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 1. Wamasha Haya Ra'ai Af Taza'an Yakarwa Hathanawa Kahan Madayan Waya Nahag Af Hataza'an Akar Ha Madabar Waya Ba'a Al Har Ala Ha Alahayim Karabah. Verse 2. Waya Ra'ah Mala'aka Yahweh Alahayawa Aliyawa Salakia Balabath Ash Mathawaka Hasana Wayara'a Wahana Hasana Ba'ar Ba'ash, Waha, Sana, Waya, Nunwa, Akal. Verse 3. Wayamar, Masha, Asara, Na'a, Wa'ara'a, Af, Hamara'a, Hagadal, Hazah, Mazawai, La'a, Yaba'ar, Hasana. Verse 4. Waya Ra'aw, Waya Ra, Waya Ra'a, Salakia, Waya Ra'a, Yahweh, Kaya, Sar, Lara, Awath, Waya Kwara'a, Aliyawa, Alahayim, Mathawaka, Hasawan, Hasana, Waya Amar, Masha, Waya Amar, Ananaya. Verse 5. Waya Amar, Al, Bakwarab, Halam, Shal, Nailiaka, Ma'al, Ragalayaka, Kaya, Hamakwawum, Ashar, Atha, Iwamad, Iliyawa, Adamath, Kodash, Hawa'a. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 24 in the English. And the Most High heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham and with Isaac and Jacob, and with Jacob. Verse 25. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and God, the Most High, had respect unto them. Next chapter. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1. Now Moses kept the flocks of Jethro, his father-in-law, and the priests of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. Verse 2. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire and of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never seen that before.
Saying what he's saying is what's the word? Phenomenon, or what's a better word? Like a phenomenon, man. It's like it's something that's unreal. You know what I mean? A bush that's on fire, but it's not consuming itself.
Not burning.
It ain't burning. You see the fire, but the bush ain't burning. You know what I mean? This is crazy, right? Read on.
Verse 3. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see the great sight, why the bush is not burnt.
He intrigued. Like, check this out, man.
Come
What
on.
world is this?
And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush. Salakia, let me read it again. Verse 4. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush. And Moses, and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. Verse 5. And he said, Draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereupon thou standest is holy ground. Mm-hmm. So Moses is getting ready to learn to do. Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 6 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Anakia, Alehaya, Abiaka, Alahaya, Abraham, Alahaya, Yatazakak, Alahaya, Yaquab, Yaquab, Waya Sathar, Masha, Panyawa, Kaya, Yara'a, Maha, Bayat, Al, Ha'alahayim. Verse 7. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Ra'ah, Ra'ayathia, Ath, Ainya, Ashar, Bamatazarium, Wa'ath, Taza'aiquatham, Shema'aithia, Mapanya, Nagashawai, Nagashawa, Kaya, Yada'aithia, Ath, Maka, Abunium. Verse 8. Wa Arad, Lahat Tazayalawa, or Tazayalwa, Mayad, Matazarium, Wala Ha'ilafwa, Man, Hawa Al, Aratazar, Tawaba, Al, Aratazar, Zabath, Kalab, Wadabash, Al, Makwawam, Haka, Na Haka, Na Ainia, Waha Fathia, Waha Amarwa, Amarya, Waha Amarya, Waha Hara'ai, nope, Waha Harazaya, Wafa, Wafat, Wafa Fawaya, Wahaya Bawamya. Verse 9. Wa Aitha Hana Taza Aikwath Banya Yasha Allah Wa'a Aliyah Wagum Ra'ayathia Ath Allah Kataza Ashar Matazarium La Tazayum Verse 10. Aitha Laka Washa Laka Al Hara'ai Waha Wataza'a At Amya Banya Yasha Allah Ma Batazaria. Verse 11. Waya Amar Masha Al Alahayim Maya Anakia Kaya Alaka Al Para'ai Wakaya Awa Taza Ya'ah Ath Banya Yasha Allah Mamatazarium. Verse 12. This should be the last one. Okay. Verse 12. Waya Amar Kaya Ahaya Aimak Waza Laka Ha'awaf Kaya Anakia Shalak Kathiaka Baha Watazaya Akka Ha'aim Mama Cesaria the I Bad the one Ha'abadaman Af Ha'alahayim Al Ahar Azah. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 6 in English. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. Verse 7, and the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. Verse 9, and I come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of the land unto a good land and a large unto a land flowing with milk and honey. And this doesn't mean it's literal milk and honey. All it means is a good land that you can prosper, you can grow crops, and you can eat. A rich land. Unto the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites. All of those are tribes of what we call today Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppress them. Verse 10, come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people.
You understand? Like the Lord is always watching us, man. Always watching our oppression, always watching what we're going through. You understand? But the Lord don't operate the way you want him to operate. You understand? The reason we things go wrong, we say, why, Lord? Why this? God don't care about me. And people say, well, what about slavery? God can't care about us. Look what he let happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say our thoughts are not, like the Lord's thoughts, man. Our ways are not like his ways, man. The Lord is always watching our oppression, but the Lord moves in a way, that men may not understand. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is about order. And then when you go throughout the scripture, you'll find out the Lord, what do he always do? He always puts someone in charge, man. He always puts someone in charge to raise up his people, to guide his people. And we're looking at the beginning of that right now. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at the beginning of that right now. He about to raise, you understand what I'm saying, Moses up, man. Raise Moses up, teach him, you know what I'm saying, how to be strong and tell him what he needs to do to save his people, man. You understand? That was then. You know what I'm saying? Well, in today's time, you know what I'm saying, under the banner of the IHBK, we have Commander General Yohana, man.
That's right.
Commander General Yohana is our leader, man, and is our head under Christ. You know what I'm saying? Under the authority of the Lord, man. This is the one body, the one truth, the one place that you need to be if you are a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American. You know what I'm saying? It's in the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? But read on.
That thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. verse 13. Verse 11. And Moses said unto the Most High, who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? Verse 12. And he said, certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve me, the Most High, upon this mountain. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 13 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar Masha al Alahayim Hana Anakim Ba'a al Banya Yasha'ala wa Marathia Laham Alahaya Abba Wathiakum Shalaknia Aliyakam Wa'a Marwa Laya Ma Shamwa Ma Amar Alaham. Verse 14. Waya Amar Alahayim al Masha Ahaya Ashar Ahaya Waya Amar Ka Va Amar Labunya Yasha'ala Ahaya Shalaknia Alayakam. Verse 15. Waya Amar Iwad Alahayim al Masha Ka Fa Amar al Banya Yasha'ala Yahweh Alahaya Abathiakum Alahaya Abraham Alahaya Tazakak wa Alahaya Aikwab Shalaknia Alahaya Kum Za Shamya La Ilam Waza Zakaria Ladar Dar. 11. Oh, okay. Okay. Verse 16. Laka Wam Asapath Af Zaquanya Yasha'ala Wa Amarath Alaham Yahweh Alahaya Abathiakum Nara'a Aliyah Alahaya Abraham Yatazakak Waya Aikwam La Amar Paquad Bakwadathia Afakam Wa Af I Shawaya I Shawaya Lakam Bamatazaria. Verse 17. Wa Amar A'ila Afakam Ma'ainia Matazarium al Aratazar Hakanainia Waha Fathia Waha Kathia Slake Waha Kathia Waha Amaria Waha Para Yaya no Para Waha Parazaya Waha Bawaya Wahaya Bawani Salakia Wahaya Bawashia Al Arataza Zabath Kalab Wadabash 18 should be the last. I started at 13. One more, 19 is the last. Oh man. It's a lot, yeah.
You good? That's a good one. Huh?
Man. I thought I had got enough sleep. Okay. Verse 19. Wa anya yada aithia kaya la'a yathun athakam malak matazarium lahalak wala'a bayad azakwa. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 13 in the English. And Moses said unto the Most High, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers has sent me unto you. And they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? What's your name, Most High? Now, I'm going to do the breakdown on that next verse, sir, if I may. And verse 14, and God said unto Moses, I am that I am. Some fake Israelite groups actually think that God's name is I ain't lying. I heard it with my own ears. And he said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you. Now here, he's really checking Moses. You understand? For questioning him. And in the next verse, he's going to tell you what his name is. In the next verse, in verse 15. And the Most High said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob has sent me unto you. This is my name forever. This is my memorial unto all generations. Now, when he said, let's read it in Hebrew again, Baba Kishar, if I may, sir. He says, tell the children of Israel, you understand what I'm saying? Allah, he says, his name is Yahweh. That's the name right here. It says, Al-Banya Yasha'Allah Yahweh, your God, Allahaya, the God of your fathers. You understand? That's what he's telling them. His name is Yahweh. He said, this is my name forever. Forever and ever, ever. That's what he says. Yahweh is his name forever. You see it right there in the Hebrew. You understand? Right after the word Israel, Yasha'Allah, when he said the Lord, that's the translation of the name Yahweh. You understand? So when people try to say that what is God's name, you've just been told. His name is Yahweh forever. In the 83rd Psalm, in verse 18, it says, whose name alone is Yahweh. That's it. Ain't no other name. Ain't no Allah. Ain't no Jehovah. All of these are Yeshiva. Nonsense, man. His name is Yahweh forever. He's never going to change. You understand? That's all I wanted to say about that. Most High Christ. Lock it, sir.
I need to be said.
You understand? Verse 16. Go, and gather the elders of Israel together. Did he go say get the youth? Nope. He said the elders. You understand? Because back then, the elders were revered and respected and were the leaders of the people. Why? Simply because they had more experience, more wisdom. That's why. It's going to be like that again in the future. Today, you know who they go to? They go to the teenagers who don't know damn thing, and they become the leaders and the spokespersons, children and entertainers and sports figures become the mouth of our people, which is utter nonsense. As a matter of fact, it's wicked as hell. Go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, the Lord, Yahweh, the word Yahweh is right there, God of your fathers, you understand? The God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. Verse 17. And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites unto a land flowing with milk and honey. Verse 18. And they shall hearken to thy voice, and thou shalt come, thou and the elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt. And ye shall say unto him, the Lord, there go that word again, Yahweh, God of the Hebrews, have met with us. And now let us go, we beseech thee, 3 days' journeys into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. So he's not asking Pharaoh at this point to completely let the people go. He says, let us go for 3 days. Let us have a 3-day weekend, man, a little holiday, so we can go serve our God. Pharaoh wasn't having it, of course. Verse 19. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go. No, not by a mighty hand. And that's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's it right there, man. We're gonna clip it out right there. You understand? Lord allow, we pick it up next week. You understand? We get into the leadership, man, of our forefather Moses, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep breaking down this history, keep breaking down this truth, man, because this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, man. Learning who we are as a people, learning where we come from. You know what I'm saying? To know what we need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? This Bible, this is our records. This is our history. This is Black history, man. You know what I'm saying? I know Black History Month over, so, you know, nobody cares no more. I know y'all over that. You know what I mean? 28 days, that was all your time y'all had to care. But, you know what I'm saying? We embrace, talk about the culture of Black history every day, man. We live it. You understand? This Bible is Black history, man. Black history is every damn day. You understand? But we're going to clip it up right there. You know what I'm saying? We'll pick back up again next week. Lord allow. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Chapter 3, 23. Mm-hmm.
3 and 20.
Chapter 3, we'll pick back up at verse 21.
No, 20.
We're going to pick back up at 20. You read 19?
We just read 19.
Oh, okay, got you. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord allow, next week we'll pick up at the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 20. Right? Pick back up there next week, Lord allow. You know what I mean? So, just up here, Medium. Men of Israel, gird thyself to the pedestal of the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakayah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakayah.
Lock you, get the brothers 1 second. All right. So Amadium, which means to stand. Wapanya Kodam, which means rise and face east. We start out with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratizayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'aratiza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Natananawa, Lakum, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala Tabia Ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abol, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Laka, Salakia, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahapaparith, Iwalumium, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it.
Prayer for the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Nathan Lenawa, Hakak, La Para'ah, Kal Makalah, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Har Matazarayam, Hakak, La Hakwiam, Hamathiam, Hakak, Al Rarakawath, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Tawada Aman.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it.
The prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Mayaka Allah? Why Allahayim? Matazabaya Allah Wapya Hana, Allah Wapium, Asaranyam, Akotazayanyam, Akoya Yoyum, Wahagwatian, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Tawada Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh. and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it.
The 121st Psalm in the Hebrew. Aisha'ah,
Aisha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Haharium,
Al-Haharium,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Izaria,
Izaria,
Ma'aim,
Ma'aim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'aratazah,
Ma'aratazah,
Al-Yathun,
Al-Yathun,
Lamawat,
Mawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hanala'ah,
Hanala'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashun,
Yayashun,
Shawamar,
Sha'amar,
Yasha'ala,
Sha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
Ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Ayarak,
Balayallah,
Layala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Shamarka,
Makal Rai,
Kalrai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Adnapashka,
Atnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazaatka,
Za'aka,
Wabawaatka,
Wabu'aka,
Ma'atha,
Mayatha,
Wa'aid Iwalam.
Ayawalam. In English, I will lift mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
El Dami Alaka,
Al Damiyalaka,
Al Takarash,
Al Takarash,
Wa Al Tashakwat,
Wa Al Tashakwat,
Al
Al
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awayabyaka,
Awayabyaka,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Imaka,
Al Imaka,
Yaira Yamwa,
Yaira Yamwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Yaitazawa,
Yaitazawa,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Amarya,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yashala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawaitazawa,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Alyaka,
Alyaka,
Barayath,
Barayat,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Aholia,
Aholia,
Arawam,
Arawam,
Wayashamai,
Yashamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Wahagariam,
Wahagariam,
Gabol,
Gabol,
Wa'amawan,
Waimawan,
Wa'amalak,
Waimalak,
Palashaf,
Palashat,
I'm Yashabia,
I'm Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tadawar,
Gamashawu,
Gamashawu,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanyalawat,
Labanyalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishala'am,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Anakal,
Wanakal,
Kwayashwan,
Kwayashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Ashamadwa,
Ayan,
Bayan,
the Ara,
Dara,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
the Man,
Daman,
the Adama,
Ladama,
Shayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yabmawa,
Yabmawa,
Arab,
Karab,
Bakazaba,
Kazaba,
Bakazabak,
Kazaba,
Wakatazo,
Katazol,
Manai,
Manai,
Kal Nasaya Kamwa,
Kal Nasai Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarawa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Af,
Af,
Na'awa,
Naawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Kagogala,
Kagogla,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanyararaka,
Lapanyarabaka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabiaira,
Yaira,
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 Bakalahaba,
Kalahaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Arayam,
Arayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Aradapma,
Lasa Irika,
Lasa Erika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapafka,
Wapatka,
Babahalam,
Sabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Salakia. Waya Baholwa,
Waya Bahowa,
Aija Ai,
Aidya Ai,
Waya Kaparwa,
Waya Kaparwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Dayawa,
Waya Dayawa,
Kaya Atha,
Kaya Atha,
Shamka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al Yawan,
Al Yawan,
Al Kaharataza,
Al Kaharataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Slovakia. It's like at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Abba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. They seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, his name alone, is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Saul turned to face the teacher, men of Israel. We give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yajamatah. Class dismissed. Now we're going to see. So now we're going to see.
Try to hope you stay too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like shut the day. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from home.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news, it's to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, bitch.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that bitch, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole thought. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I go with the fuck. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this dog, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'm start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer boy. Took a sock, watch the door. Matter of fact, lock the door. Any problem, let them go. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like this Harvey. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful. Gotta show them UPK rules. I make this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole fuck. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our court. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fart. They ain't locked in with the cow. Them with the speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad. Got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with the steps. Them niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands. Bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they pray that beat, I read that bitch like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb. Yeah, bitch, we whole start. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our court. And I just made it go. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Back row.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Runners on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My cold cabinet, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jits. If I can't make it do for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this world in my whole life, It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably food in this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with changed features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s, we see in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo. Escobar, I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, they pledges making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta go my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the score in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, do y'all watch Country Wayne when he play
No.
When Country Wayne play what's the gangster? He played this gangster dude. That shit be so fucking funny. Country Wayne's a funny dude, man. Yeah, he be having some funny ass skits. Drip. When he played Drip, yeah. She want the drip. Yeah. Hey, death to all my enemies, they dying slow by the minute.
What he said.
They all going. We done kicked Ghetto Prayer's ass. He's a part of the fan club. They creating rooms on Clubhouse. They created a room. I'm sorry. I'm out of pocket. Welcome to Cross the Line Radio, hosted by Captain Cesar.
The line.
I wanted to kill so
Radio.
fast.
Radio.
So
Radio.
This has been an
Radio.
interesting.
Radio.
This has been an interesting past 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. We had
has it? Yeah, actually it has.
We're gonna stop. You got the Israelites clout chasing.
Right.
Shit like that, man. But when somebody send me a clip,
Big facts.
Cottas, what did you say was in the clip? When they accused me of something and they said that's not me or something like that.
What is
Didn't you
it?
say something like they said Tazaryak said something or did something and they separated themselves?
Oh, yeah. So right after they were saying, well, there's that's why we didn't come over there while they started a whole room just to talk to him. And in the process, Wack was saying, well, you're telling me that Captain Zaryak didn't do something wrong, and then he was like, nobody stepped in to defend you, and instead they said, but we're not them. We're different. You're putting it on all Israelites.
I'm gonna tell you who I can't get over. Now, I can't get over the guy out of sight, the brother that came in front of the camp with the Nubians and sided with the Nubians. I battle him, convince him to be an Israelite, and then he's speaking against me doing the work on the Hunter side. That's weird to me, but interesting couple weeks. Then after that, now before that on Sanetta's channel, I was telling Sanetta, I said, and y'all could timestamp this. I said, we need to get back to doing debates. I said, now that, because like right before COVID started, me and Vince Bantu, or Mom Hair, whichever one he wants to be called. Mom Hair is like a weird ass name. Mom Hair. He claimed it was Egyptian. No matter, it's the Bizra. No, it ain't even Ethiopian. This is a language he made up called it the Bizra.
So this is,
It's the Bizra, like Bismarck is going. I can tell this is gonna be a good show. Now I'm waiting for this Ham. Well, I don't know if he's a Hamite or not, but he definitely African.
Oh, now we don't know.
I'm trying to be funny here, man. Let me have my moment.
that
man.
was me. That was me being funny.
Hater. Anyway, so now we got this Hamite coming up in here. He say he an African, but he about to open up the mysteries of the Bible.
Coming to the cookout.
He's not coming to the cookout. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. That's how we certify you. If you can come to the cookout, you official. If you can't come, if you don't get the invitation to the cookout, you just might not be official. So
see, this is how I know we're funny.
So
right there.
Who is that? So anyway, so now,
So I had told Sarnetta we need to get back to doing debates because before COVID hit, there was a debate. I think it was Jabari and Garfield, myself, and Vince Bantu. And then COVID hit. It was going to be at this college, and then COVID hit, and so we couldn't do it. So now that everything kind of getting back to normal, I said we need to get back to doing debates. And then Sarnetta was like, man, you debating and you dealing with the cats on Clubhouse. They don't know nothing. And then I debate Ghetto Prez, and then I realized they don't know nothing. But Ghetto Prez is a part of the cloud chasing. Nigga messaged me like 2 days ago, and then joined the room of the Captain Tazaryak, please come and talk to us room. Now, that's not the title of the room. The title of the room was Captain Tazaryak is making the Israelites look bad. When I go in there, there's a guy by the name of, and I'm just talking until this cat, I'm texting, can you call a one yalla? Just make sure. He told me he's going to tell a guy to call in a one yalla from Texas. That's the one got the hand mic. So, you want to say something?
I thought we didn't know.
Now, just boy. Anyway, so they get this room. So a sister messaged me, said they got a room, talk about your XYZ. So I go hop in the room and let me hold on. Hey, Dawada, I'm gonna mod you, Dawada. If you could put the link to the YouTube. Let me mod Kata's out too, my bad. And if anybody want to come up on stage, if y'all got a question or comment, of course you can raise your hand. We'd gladly bring you up on stage.
We got our sister back from Moab, by the way.
Our sister back from Moab,
Ruth.
Oh, that's I'm trying to get the timeline down.
That was I feel like you skipped.
No, Ghetto Prez is first. It's Ghetto Prez, Shaka, Albie, you.
Oh, okay, never mind. Salakia. I jumped the gun. I jumped the shark.
Damn. So, oh no, I did jump. I jumped all of that just now by talking about the room they made the other day. You're right. I did jump all
I told
that.
you.
My bad. So Ghetto Prez gets his ass whipped. It ain't just you. I jump past all the other shit. Anyway,
so oppression.
Ghetto Prez gets his ass whipped. Then Shaka, some nigga from France, want to talk to me about Martin Luther King and Bob Marley. Listen, it was so bad. Sarnetta said, everybody stop, man. If y'all could see Sarnetta put his head down, he was embarrassed. So then we had that. Then after that, Captain Katazar, when I say obliterated Darash shouldn't teach the Bible no more after that debate. I've never seen in any debate on the Versus platform anybody yield their time when they got another person on the hot seat.
And you know what?
I've never seen it. It was like 9 minutes.
It was like 9 minutes left.
9 minutes?
I'm gonna tell you something else too. I've never seen them not throw an after party after a battle. Just throwing that out there. I think it's some hate. It's just so happens everybody had a mandatory movie night. Everybody had to go get their permission slip signed by their rib that night.
You know what? Katazar got an excellent point.
I'm trying to tell you.
There was no after party after Katazar showed that Ruth was an Israelite. That is interesting.
These niggas prayed on my downfall.
Now Corey did text me and tell me that, asked me if I wanted to do the room, but I know I was tired. But I do know.
We call that damage control.
I do know there was no after party.
Trying to tell you.
After Darash got his ass whooped.
They didn't want to talk about it.
There was no after party.
We got our sister Ruth back from Moab.
That was a rough one. I got my man Dre I got Trill on the stage. I got my man Dre in the audience. Maybe they could tell me, has there ever been not an after party after a debate? I've never heard. Hey Trilla, you on the mic? You on the stage, right? Right, Trilla?
I never heard of that. Yeah, bring the homie Dre up. Yeah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, where Dre? Hold on, let me bring Dre up. Let me ask Dre. Dre, raise your hand. I can't even see you on.
Ain't that some? See, when it's a clear, decisive ISUPK victory, now all of a sudden nobody want to talk about it.
I don't see.
So cold, I can hear his voice.
Oh, there goes. No, we on the radio show.
He thought we got the spiritual. He thought we got the spiritual power.
Hey Dre, have you ever heard of that? Dre, it's two things I ain't heard of. First, I ain't never seen a cat yield 9 minutes in the hot seat round. I ain't never seen that.
Preposterous, if that's how you say the word.
Preposterous. That's a SAT word.
I ain't never heard of that, and I ain't never heard of not having an after party after the battle was over. Man, that's amazing. I don't know if this caller that's on the line is the African cat. I'm gonna just unmute real fast. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. 618-443. You're on Cross the Line Radio. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh,
Hey, Shalom, what's going on now? What's your name? We got a question or comment.
you didn't want to hear that.
Captain who? You mean Captain Gall? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, and that's the only way you're gonna battle the demon. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You say fall into the spirit. What you mean by that?
And what you know about people?
Right. Can I ask you a question, brother? Can I ask you a question? You said you in the school, right? Golf. Right. And so do you come to class? Right. So you was like getting in the online classes, you saying? You said you was getting in the online classes? Right. And you said you got you. You found it through you said Sanetta's channel?
Where's the shark?
The reason why I wanted to highlight no, brother. No, brother. The reason why I wanted to highlight that was a lot of people try to tell me all the time that it's pointless to go on like Sanetta's channel. It's pointless to go to like a Whack 100 room.
Check now.
Ask
them in the chat.
It's like pointless to do all those things. But then I get you and I hear you talking, and it sounds like what you telling me is that without going on Sanetta's channel, you would have never met Godal. Am I correct? You'd have never spoke to him, right? Am I correct? Hello? Right. I just want I want to highlight that. Hold on 1 second, brother. Don't say nothing. They saying they can't hear the audio on Clubhouse. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Can y'all hear the sound on Clubhouse? Goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all can't hear us on Clubhouse?
YouTube saying they can't hear Clubhouse.
Yeah, we hear y'all loud and clear.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I'm gonna get back to it. The reason why I wanted to highlight that, brother, because I get a lot of flack for dealing with like the side netters. Like I had these brothers, these obsessed lunatics, do a whole room like 2 days ago, and then they followed it up with a part 2 of I Make the Israelites Look Bad. And one of the reasons they said was because I go on Side Netter's channel. And then the funny thing about it, Side Netter came in the room, and then all of a sudden they turned into groupies. It was amazing to me. Like the whole time, I'm like, well, give me the points. Now, the first 2 points they said was, I haven't debated Torah nights. That's the first thing. And then they said, we're the best. That's the second thing. Then it was like, you going on Side Netter's channel. That's the third thing. And they shitting on me for being on Side Netter's channel. Side Netter pops in the room. He said, this is Side Netter. Oh, what's up, Side Netter? I'm glad you hit that. I said, no. Why y'all don't have that same energy for Side Netter that y'all have for me, telling me I'm wrong for going on Side Netter? And so they just turned into groupies. And so that's why I'm highlighting what you do, because what you said, because brothers, nobody ever realized where you hear the truth. I heard of the truth watching the goddamn that song New York with Jay-Z, Alicia Keys. You ever heard that song New York with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys? Yeah, that's how I found out about the truth. I found out about the truth by watching that video and then seeing a link to another video. That's how simple it was that I found the truth. Before that, I knew nothing about it. So I just wanted to highlight that part, brother. You can finish. Right, right. The caller. Can't hear. Right. Yeah. Hey, no sweat, brother. We appreciate the call. You can call back anytime if you got any questions. Hey, we're gonna pause. I want y'all to, if y'all could, on Clubhouse. I know y'all can hear they having some technical issues with the YouTube, with the phone line. So I'm gonna keep talking unless somebody on the stage has a question or a comment. Let me look at Clubhouse instead. Unless somebody on the stage got a question or comment, we'll keep giving a brief backdrop. Now, it's a quick update. So far, all of a sudden, we can't get in touch with the Hamite. We cannot get in touch with the African priest that's supposed to give me all this documented newfound mysteries that's supposed to take place. And I checked with a one-year out of Houston, and we was confirmed. They had just got off the phone. What time was this? At 6 o'clock, they had just got off the phone, and he was ready to rock and roll to do the debate. But I'm not surprised that he didn't show up, because I think I debated Black Jesus. I debated Black Jesus this past. I'm sorry, let me not call that a debate. Okay, I have to call that a weigh-in. I had a weigh-in with Black Jesus this past Wednesday. So now people may not know the history that me and Black Jesus have. So Black Jesus is somebody that's been trying to get to debate me for, according to him, 5 years. When I used to travel down to Houston, and even Triller Triller can attest to this. When I used to come down to Houston when I was at the slavery I had, or when I came down for the cookout.
Yeah, you came to Houston last year in October, right?
Right. And I would say, hey, Triller, we're gonna be down if you want to come through. So I did the same thing for Black Jesus like 3 times. And all 3 times he never showed up to come out or speak or anything like that. So no big deal. So now we get to the stage where I call him and I say, you pick the subjects that you want to debate. The 3 subjects he picked was reincarnation, hell, and did the serpent in the garden have 4 legs? Believe it or not. I said, fine, that's the subjects you picked. That's the subjects we're going to do. So the whole point was to have a preliminary, which was yesterday. We were supposed to have the debate on Friday. And so we have the debate on Friday. Hold on, let me text another real fast. I'm sorry. We had the preliminary Wednesday. It got so bad, I made him cut his camera off 3 times. 3 times he cut his camera off because that's how bad I was beating him. Because if you sit there and have a debate with Black Jesus and he get to talking all that trash and stuff, if you resort to talking trash like that, that's what he wants. But when you get to showing scriptures and pulling them out, he eventually lose. And it was bad. Like Kevin Collins say, shout out to Kevin Collins. It was bad. Like it was so bad that when Sinetta was begging him to turn the camera on, and he would not turn the camera on and talk no more at all. It was bad. I even got my man Tyrone. Hey, y'all may not know on Clubhouse, but it's a nigga named Tyrone that's Jesus too. There's a lot of niggas that think they Jesus. You got Yaju, this nigga on this YouTube named Tyrone McNeese. He say he Jesus too in Mississippi. He can't get them no water in Mississippi, but he can say he Jesus. So then Black Jesus said, I have to pay him. I think he said I have to pay him $500 to debate.
Straight now. We got call.
Oh, we should be straight now? Okay. He said, I have to pay him in order to debate. That's what he said.
That man smokes crack.
I'll never pay him to debate. So we do got a call on the line. 909-68. What is that?
I don't know what that was, but
I had muted it. That was the caller?
Yeah.
God,
so YouTube, did you hear that?
I heard that shit loud and clear in my damn ear.
That was a Muslim.
So yeah, that did sound because we did have that rumor about Isaac and Ishmael earlier. Maybe they was in their feelings. So there will be no.
Oh yeah, they can hear now.
So there will be no debate with Black Jesus, but I do have 2 debates coming up. Oh, I got this big thing coming up in Boston University. How could I forget this, Katazai?
How could you forget?
In Boston University next Thursday, I will let me get the write up. Let me get the write up. Katazai and his excellent. He probably just copied and pasted this shit. He didn't type this shit. I know,
but this was the loud.
Wait, where's Katazai? There we go. So Katazai calls me up, and he says the black journalists want to talk to us. So if this will be a panel discussion, is scheduled to take place Thursday, February 23rd at 6:30 p.m. in Boston University's Howard Thurman Center. Boston University will be a co-sponsor at this event. So the Boston University contacted, as they say, the Black Hebrew Israelites. I hate that shit, man. But this is what it's about.
That evening.
It says the Boston Association of Black Journalists, the BABJ, the local chapter of the National Association of Black Journalists, NABJ, is planning a Black History Month sports and religion panel discussion. BABJ is the local chapter of the National Association of Black Journalists. We are seeking a representative from the Hebrew Israelites to be one of 4 panelists for a panel discussion on the media's coverage of religion, its tone, how news coverage can be improved and presented. BABJ is hoping to contact the Hebrew Israelites here in Boston to represent and provide their views and commentary as a panelist. The panel discussion is scheduled to take place Thursday, February 23rd, 6:30 p.m. at the Boston University's Howard Thurman Center. This idea for the panel was conceived by BABJ President Gary Washburn, who was a reporter for the Boston Globe. Mr. Washburn witnessed firsthand how media outlets covered the story on Kyrie Irving and his posting of a video about the Black Hebrew Israelites, and believes the press must improve its reporting practices and depictions of religious organizations such as the Hebrew Israelites. What's up about? It's
Captain Nazariak, a Christian, a Muslim, and a rabbi.
That sound like, you ever see them jokes? It was a white man, Chinese man
Walk into a bar.
Yeah. So that's this Thursday. Next coming Thursday, next week in Boston. So I'll be riding up. I invited they said we could film, so I invited my man Sinetta to come up. So hopefully he rides up with me. Maybe we do some live as we drive up. For the brothers that want to come, if y'all have off, and y'all can make it up there. Are you gonna be able to come?
I'm rolling the dice. I'll let you know.
We could ride in the Jeep or the truck, whatever you want to call it.
Lord willing.
We could ride up in there, and I think it'll be.
You got the Jeep.
It's really, it got a Hemi in it, so I like to call it a truck. So
I'll be forgetting.
So that's what we have upcoming on Thursday. I think that's gonna be a good look.
That's definitely I think gonna be an excellent conversation.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Shout out also to Officer Raka Arya, who is the initial point of contact. And yeah, no, definitely. And definitely excited about it. And what else is going on? Chris Harris.
We got Chris Harris.
March 11th.
March 11th, I'll be debating Chris Harris. The subject of that debate, I just feel like a lot has just fucking popped up. Shit, man. So that debate is March 11th, and I'll be debating
Biblical Jesus.
Yes, is the biblical story of Jesus copy from ancient Kemet.
Emphasis on biblical.
Emphasis on biblical. So,
and then after that is Shaka.
I can't talk. I was trying to.
Oh, you want to still talk about?
Okay. It's March 11th. It's a pay-per-view. That's a Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's the sundown for all you over righteous Sabbath keepers. Niggas don't even have sex. So
he looks like if someone ordered Hassan Campbell off a Wish.
That's funny. You got some Israelites, they won't even have sex on the Sabbath. So you can't have your pleasure. So anyway, so that's March 11th. I believe he should be going first because they've been challenging me. So it's the biblical story of Jesus copy from ancient Kemet. So he'll have to prove. That's a weird concept to say is a biblical story.